Hi, fans. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, thank you so much. Today we got probably trios of games that we are going to be watching. Seattle at Carolina, Tampa, of course, in Miami, and we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland. So there's a lot to cover today, right here live on my channel. Everybody's fighting for, especially Carolina and Tampa. They're fighting for the division. It might take the last game of the season. Who knows? This is why these games right now are crucial. Coming up with Tampa and Miami, Carolina facing Seattle. Of course, if Carolina beats Seattle, it's over with. All right, but Seattle's at Carolina. Then we got Pittsburgh that needs to win to take that division, to actually take over and win it all. Hopefully, they could do that. But listen, last night game. We'll look at last night game, an example. I mean, Derrick Henry just ran over the Green Bay Packers. Of course, Green Bay did not have their Parsons out for the year. Young did not play. So, you could say so many things, but listen, this is the time that gets crucial. This is the time that, you look at your team and see what you have at the end of the season. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on. And for the Dolphins, let's see what Quinn Ewers could do. What finally Quinn Ewers could do for this team. People out there saying that he's not a great quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback. We don't know that, guys. We don't know if he's a good backup. We just don't know that. Why? Because he's just going to give us 3 games. That's it. The last 3 games of the season. Whether he goes 0-3, 3-0, you have to see the progression of this team. So that's all I have to say. We just got to stay positive. But there's a lot of good games today, man. There's a lot of good games. And that's something that, and then you got another divisional game that's also good also. It's going to be the Colts and the, which, Phillies River probably final season too. I mean, he just came in to save the Colts, but it didn't happen, guys. It did not happen. So, but man, we have a lot of stake here today, man. A lot of stake. I mean, I know Dolphins are out of it. We know that already. So it's just now, hey, let's evaluate this team, and that's it. And that's why I'm just live today. Not feeling well, as you see. My voice, I don't know what I'm catching again. Don't know, just weather, hot and cold, hot and cold. But then the Jaguars were visiting the Colts. That's going to be a good game too. So even though the Colts are out of it, uh, but there's implication of who's going to be the number 1 seed. So that's another one. You got New England and New York. So I might take the last game of the season. Who knows? But waiting for the kickoff. Like I say, we're going to be looking at multiple games. Good games. They're going to actually lead to implication for the division lead, for the first round bye, and who wins, Tampa or Carolina. And of course, my son is a Carolina Panther, so I'm rooting for him too. For the Panthers to go. I mean, my Dolphins didn't win nowhere, but hey, that's okay. That's part of football. But join in the chat. You can put your team in there. You can add. You can talk. You can do whatever you want in this chat. It's going to be an open game. Like I say, I'm going to try to cover every game that I got here right now. And right now, I got multiple screens going all over. I got the Jaguars and Colts. I got Pittsburgh and yeah, almost time, buddy. Almost time. Time to be lazy. Yeah, I'm covering all the games today. Try to cover every game. They got some good game. Pittsburgh against Cleveland. Myles Garrett try to break the sack record. I wish he gets it today too. I mean, the guy deserve it. Then you got the Carolina Panthers and Seattle. That's my son team. I hope they win. You got Tampa and Miami. Of course, Tampa lose. So there's a lot of streak. There's a lot of good games today. That might take it to the last game of the season and see who wins. So yeah, it's time to relax. This is the best I could do with my layout. I mean, it's not. This is not the layout I'm doing. I'm gonna change it around. I was working on it last night. Yeah, that's what I feel like today. Just relax and don't do nothing either. Trust me, that's what I felt today. I said, should I go live? Not go live, and of course, you know what happened to me yesterday with OBS. So Jacksonville 11-4, Houston 11-5. So they're fighting for the last spot at that division. But at least I'm going to see Felix River, see how well he does in the next two games. And I'm watching the Dolphins on the other side, and I'm watching Pittsburgh on the other side. I wonder if they changed the Pittsburgh Steelers game. All right, here we go. All right, I'm still waiting for the Dolphin kickoff. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm not bit behind. Pittsburgh just started, by the way. So I got Colts and Jaguars on one side. I got Dolphins and Tampa on the other side. I got Pittsburgh and Cleveland on the other side. So I'm loaded today. By the way, a good return by the Colts in the kickoff. They're in midfield against the Jaguars. So Miami is 81 degrees, 55 the humidity, winds at 7 miles an hour. Quinn Ewers will be starting the quarterback again today, so hopefully better luck this time for Quinn Ewers. All right, here's the kickoff for the Dolphins. Miami will receive the ball. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. Miami will start at the 35-yard line. Quinn Ewers making his second start of the season. Didn't look pretty bad last week. I mean, threw a couple of interceptions, but one wasn't his fault. So let's see if Waddle can open up this offense. I mean, I would like to see that for real. If Waddle can really open up this offense. All right, Quinn Ewers last week, 20 for 30, 260 yards, and 2 interceptions. Yeah, let's see. All right, Ewers from the shotgun. Man in motion for the Dolphins. Here's a play fake and throw to his tight end and pick up about 4 yards. So 2nd and 4. So it was a play action fake at the beginning. So 2nd and 6. I would like to see Achane get his 2,000 yards of the season. On the other side, I have the Colts 1st and 10 at the Jaguars 30-yard line. So I'm watching all these games, guys. All right, here you go from the shotgun. There's a short pass, break up of the middle, and he slips, he falls, and he continues to run. He's at the 20, 30. He's at, as Malik Washington, there is a flag down. Great run, but there's a flag down. It could be possibly holding on the Dolphins. Great pass, by the way. Short pass, and Malik did the rest. Let's see who the flag is. Yeah, against the Dolphins. So it'll go back, unfortunately. It'll be a 2nd down and about. I don't see that holding. That was, wow, Weiss Jr., man. Since he came back, he has been terrible. So it'll be 2nd and 16 for the Dolphins. Weiss Jr. got the flag for holding. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. Yeah. Here we go. 12 and 16. Hubert throws. to the middle to was it A-Chain? Yeah, A-Chain. Great defense by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to hold on that one. So now comes the third down for Quinn Ewers. I noticed something lately. He's been throwing short passes. I guess he's doing McDaniel style. All right, here we go on third down and 16 because he didn't get nothing on that. Back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, man in motion, two receivers to your left, one to your right. Here's Quinn. He's looking. He throws deep up the middle. Overthrown. Threw over double coverage. Thank God that wasn't intercepted. So Miami will have to punt the ball. Cleveland driving. They had the Pittsburgh 34-yard line. So here comes the punt. And there is a catch at the 18-yard line. He makes a run. He slips. He's going down the sideline at 20. And good hit by the actually kicker, I think it was, who made the hit. Bailey made the hit. Good play. He is pumped up. Bailey made the tackle. That is hilarious, guys. So here come Maker Bakefield. Yeah, Baker's about to bake. I don't know about that one. Let's see how our defense would do. Let me see what our defense could do. All right, here we go. Tampa Bay from the 32-yard line, I think it is. Yeah, 32-yard line. There's a play fake from Baker. Here's a throw. And I think it was Evans. Was it Evans? Let me see who it was. No, it was not Evans. Pick up about 8 yards. Colts lead the Jaguars 3-0 in the first. Cleveland leading Pittsburgh 3-0 also in the first. So everybody's scoring field goal in the first. That's your live scoreboard. All right. 2nd and 2. From the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to the running back. He has a hole. He breaks it, and he has a first down. Bradley Chubbs with the tackle. Man, didn't look good so far. All right. First down for Tampa Bay. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Baker Mayfield from the shotgun. Man in motion, tight end. Play fake, throws up the middle. Ooh, almost intercepted. Overthrow his receiver. Wow. Almost intercepted. Good pressure by Dolphin there. $11:23 remaining, 2nd and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you join in, we just had the Cleveland score a field goal and the Colts score a field goal. All right, 2nd and 10. Here's a short pass to the receiver to the left, and he is going to be short of the first down by probably 2 yards. Good throw and run. 3rd down now. Can the Dolphins make a stop on 3rd down? By the way, New England scored a touchdown over the Jets. They lead the Jets 7-0. There's a handoff, and he ain't going nowhere. Good stop by the defense. Boy, I'm telling you, Brooks, Sealer, everybody cut the middle and nowhere. Short. 4th down. Great play by the defense. Wow, what a hit. Rasheem Douglas, Brooks, man, you name it. Everybody went in there. Wow. Good stop by the Dolphins on 4th down. Oh, they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. How about that? Baker Mayfield, man in motion. There's a play fake. There's a handoff, and looks like he got it. Got the first down. So it's a first down for the great run up the middle. Yeah, me too. I mean, you can't blame him, man. They stop him on 3rd and 1, so it's just hard. Once again, man in motion, play fake by wow. I know what he's doing, throwing to his little receivers and little running backs and throwing short passes against the Dolphins. It'll be 2nd down now. 2nd and about 5. All right, 2nd and 5 with 9:16 remaining for the Dolphins here. Tampa Bay with the ball at Miami territory already. 2nd and 5. And there is that's him changing the line of scrimmage, the plays. There's a play fake again. Oh, hand to the running back, and down he goes. Wow, what a hit. What a hit by Brooks. Man, Brooks should be, I'll tell you, Brooks should be in the All-Star game, man. In the Pro Bowl. Right, here we go. Can we stop him here? What a play by Brooks, by the way. Yeah. All right, come on, defense. 3rd and 7. That was a 2-yard loss. Dolphins showing blitz. Baker Mayfield from the shotgun. One running back in the back. Here's Mayfield. He throws up the middle. Wide open, man. Wide open. Number 11. McMillan. Another first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3rd down, once again, hurting the Miami Dolphins. That was a good throw, by the way. You can't blame him. That was a good throw. All right, from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to your right. There's Baker Mayfield, and down he goes for a sack. Chubbs with a sack. Wow. Bradley Chubb with a sack. Defense doing their things. It's just they can't come out with 3rd down. Why is my microphone so high? Let me take it down to this side. All right, here we go. 2nd and 13, Bradley Chubb with a sack. From the shotgun, Baker Mayfield. 2 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. The running back right beside him. Here's a snap. Baker's look. He throws up the middle, and it's going to should be incomplete. They say he caught it. McMillan, they're going to check on the replay, see if he caught this. Here's the other angle, see if he caught it, and it looks like he did. Well, that ball hit the wall on the ground down there. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Actually, 1st and goal. They're in the 11-yard line. There's a handoff to the running back, and he has a hole, and he breaks tackles, and he's about at the 5-yard line. Great run. Another 3rd down conversion, another completion. That's hurting Miami all season. All right, 2nd and goal for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Miami, but it's 2nd and 4, but at the Miami 5-yard line. Baker Mayfield found a shotgun. He's looking, he's throwing, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Great coverage by number 20. I think it was Douglas. Great coverage. Here's another 3rd down and 4. Can Miami stop him here on 3rd and 4? Defense has been so long in the field already. 5:31 remaining in the first quarter. By the way, Cleveland just stopped Pittsburgh. They got the ball back. All right, here it is, 3rd and 4. Man in motion, 3 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Dolphins showing blitz. Now they back up, they throw up the middle, and is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's a good coverage, man. You can't blame that coverage. It's a good coverage, man. Just the pressure wasn't there. So Tampa takes the ball. Dolphin goes 3 and out, and they lead 6-0, waiting for the extra point. Here comes the extra point with 5:27 remaining. The kick is up and is good. So 7-0 Tampa Bay. We got Cleveland up 3-0 over Pittsburgh. That's with 8:32 in the first. Give you some live scoreboard here. Wow, Shadur Sanders just throw deep for 42 yards. Wow. So they're 1st and 10. They're at the Pittsburgh 38-yard line now. Right, you got Tennessee up 3-0 over New Orleans. You got Jacksonville trading 3-0 over Jacksonville. Indy over Jacksonville. Tampa Bay 7-0 over Miami. Seattle and Seahawks 0-0. Cincinnati 7, Arizona nothing, and New England winning 7-0 over the Jets. That is your live scoreboard. So these are going to be crucial games, guys. Down to the wire, see who wins, who's in, or it's going to take to the last minute of the season. So Miami's trading already 7-0. Let's see what McDaniel has for Quinn Ewers as we get the ball for the second time. All right, Shadur Sanders has a 3rd and 5 at the Pittsburgh 39-yard line, leading 3-0. If you're going to be Pittsburgh, guys, you got to score touchdowns. But remember, Metcalf is not playing in this game. He was suspended. So there's a 1st down for the Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 30. I'm looking for Myles Garrett, see if he have the sack record on this. So far, Cleveland looking good. And Jacksonville just fumbled, so the Colts got the ball back. All right, here we go back with the Dolphins. 14 plays, 68 yards. Here's the kickoff. It's going to go in the end zone and another touchback. Miami will start at their 35-yard line. Cleveland now is at the 28-yard line of the Pittsburgh Steelers. winning 3-0. All right, here we go. Quinn Ewers from the shotgun. Wide receivers to your left, two to your right. Man going in motion. There's a handoff and to the Waddle, the Penguin, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and he's at the. I'm telling you, he's hurt already. He just dove on the ball. Now he's hurt. Just took a handoff, took 7 yards. Now he's hurt. I guess he landed on the ball, on the rib, on the ball. Mr. Fragile. Touchdown, Cleveland. The lead Pittsburgh now 9-0, waiting for the extra point. All right, Quinn Ewers from center. Tight end in motion. There's a handoff to A-Chain. Play fake. There's Ewers, and he throws. There's a man. He was not even open at all. Don't know what he was throwing. Don't know what Quinn Ewers are doing there. 3rd down and 3 now. Wow. I guess they missed the extra point. 9-0 Cleveland. Ewers on 3rd down and 3. I'm surprised he didn't run the ball. Now there's a flag against the Dolphins offense, and that's illegal motion. Wow. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, man. Run the ball. I mean, you don't need to. I guess McDaniels tried to make every play in the game. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8 now. Man in motion. Quinn Ewers from the shotgun. He backs up. Here comes the blitz. He throws. The guy wide open. Number 8. There we go. 81, 20, 20, 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown, Dolphins. Weiss Jr. Now we have to wait for the replay if he dropped the ball before he got into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown! We had to look at the replay. No, he was in the end zone. He found this guy. There's the extra point to tie it up. And it's good. We'll try 7-7. We'll tie 7-7. Bombs away for Heward. I mean for Heward. For Ewers. Quinn Ewers. Yeah, that's the guy that he practiced. That's the guy that he actually practiced off season. By the way, Cleveland extra point is good. So now Cleveland leads Pittsburgh 10-0. We got Seattle 0, Carolina 0. And they're watching that Dolphin Tampa game. So we're tied 7-7 here. Yeah, I'm happy to see Quinn Ewers. I'm very happy to see him. He finally found his receiver. All right, let's see what Pittsburgh could do after Cleveland scored a touchdown. They're behind 10-0 to the Cleveland Browns. Shadur Sanders, so far, he's 5 for 7, 1 touchdown, 101 yards. So he's having himself a good first quarter. Shadur Sanders. So Quinn Ewers for the first NFL touchdown. So now he's 3 for 5 for what a throw, man, by Quinn Ewers. 3 plays, 65 yards. It took only 58 seconds for the Dolphins to score. All right, here's Dolphin kickoff. It's going to be short, about the 1 yard line. He's at the 10, 20, and he's at the 30-yard line, 32-yard line. Great return for Tampa Bay. There is a flag down. Might go against Tampa Bay. Holding Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay will start deep in the end zone. Good luck, strike back. Well, he dropped one last week, remember? He dropped one that was intercepted. So yeah, the Bucks, after starting 7-1, I mean, they have fallen to 0-7 since then. So here we go. From the 15-yard line, Baker Mayfield at center. 1 running back in the backfield, 2 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Dolphin defense show blitz. Here's a handoff and pick up about 4 yards, 5 yards. By the way, New England now leads the Jets 14-0. Another touchdown for New England. They're about to clinch that division. All right, from the center, once again, 2nd and 6, pick up 4 yards, running back in the backfield, 1 receivers to your left. He's in motion. There'll be 3 receivers. There's a play fake hand, and there's a throw, and there's a great tackle by the Dolphins defense. Now here comes 3rd down again. Can we stop them in 3rd down? That's a good defensive play. So now it's 3rd and 5. Can the defense make a stop here? 3:12 remaining in the first. All right. 3rd and 5 from the shotgun. Baker Mayfield, 3 receivers to your left, 1 running back in the backfield. There's a snap. He looks, he throws, and he is pick up another 1st down. Great catch. Miami that's Edwin. I mean, they just cannot stop the 3rd down. They got to put pressure. Well, that was a good catch, regardless. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. Defense just cannot stop the Buccaneers on 3rd down. At the Miami 33-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:10 remaining. A throw from Baker Mayfield, another flag down. Let me see what this flag is. Might go back. Flag against the Dolphins. These are the mistakes that it's going to hurt you down the road, guys. You just can't make these mistakes. I mean, you can't make mistakes like that. Flags. I mean, we were defense, can't stop nobody on third down the whole entire game right now so far. All right, here we go. From the 42-yard line, play fake. Oh, that's a handoff to the running back and pick up about 3 yards. So it'll be at the 45-yard line. So it'll be second down. By the way, that was a 63-yard touchdown pass by Quinn Ewers. All right, give him 3 yards. Yeah, 2nd and 7. Defense need to stop here, man. They look tired already, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. They look tired. They just need to come out of the field on third down. Once again, from the shotgun, 2 receivers to your left, 2 to your right, 3 to your right. No running backs in the backfield. Here's the throw, and once again, another good play by the defense. I mean, the coverage is there. It's man-to-man coverage. The Dolphins has been in every tackle. The only thing is, they just can't stop on third down. So here comes another third down situation. Probably 3rd and 2. Can Miami stop the ball at 3rd and 2? I don't know. Another third down for the Buccaneers. Here we go. From the shotgun. Running back right beside Baker Mayfield. 2 receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Dolphins are showing blitz. Now they're backing up. Here's so I guess they call timeout. Oh, that's at the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter. The end. So they're going to the second quarter. All right. Why do I got final here? Can somebody tell me that? Now we're in the second quarter. There we are. I apologize for that. I don't know why it says final. I just noticed on my scoreboard. I apologize. There it is. 7-7 after 1. They're facing a third down again. Yeah, defense need to tighten up. You're in line. They gave some scores. Bengals up 13-0 over the Cardinals. Steelers trading 10-0 over Browns. Colts 10, Jaguars nothing. 7-7 Tampa and Dolphins, of course. Patriots 14, Jets nothing. And all the games are later on this afternoon. Oh, man. It'll be 4th and 1 for the 4th and 1 in the Miami 49-yard line. They'll probably go for it too. I mean, Miami defense, you can't blame them, man. You know, they're trying their best they can. There you go. There is a flag down, so it's going to be 4th and 6 now. They got the first down, but there's a flag down. Another play by Brooks, man. The guy's amazing, dude. So it'll be the Tampa ball at the 46-yard line. Yeah, but there's a flag down. It's going to go back. Miami gets the ball back. There's the punt, and Miami will start from the own 13-yard line. Yep. There's a flag down. So finally we stop it. No, we stop them. They converted, but there's a flag down, so it went down to 4th and 6. Now we got the ball at the 13-yard line. That's where we start from. 1st and 10 from the Miami 13-yard line. Actually, the Bucs stopped themselves, not the Dolphins. With 14:06 and counting, Miami gets the ball at the 13-yard line. See if Quinn Ewers throw another bomb here. Seattle leads Carolina 3-0 in the first. Crucial game for Tampa. Crucial game for the Panthers. And I'm gonna say they face each other at the last game. Of course, whoever wins or lose. Well, it is foggy, man. Foggy in Carolina. Tennessee up 6-0. 10-0 Indy over Jacksonville. Seattle up 3-0. Arizona losing 13-0 to Cincinnati. New England up 14-0. So let's see if Dolphins can run the ball here, man. Give the ball to A-Chain. So far, leading rusher is Jalen Waddle. Quinn Ewers is 3 for 5 with 67 yards. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the Miami 13-yard line. All right, here's a handoff. No, here's a handoff to A-Chain. Finally picks up 7 yards. So A-Chain with 7-yard run. All right, 2nd and 3 from the Miami 20-yard line. Here's another handout to A-Chain, and he picks up 11 yards and another first down. First down, Dolphins. So back-to-back run from A-Chain. There we go. Open it up for Miami from the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. See, you do that, you open Quinn Ewers with play action pass, he'll probably tear you apart. So 1st and 10 from the Miami 31-yard line. Miami and Tampa Bay tied 7-7. And there's a handoff to right. up the middle to the right end, and he picks up about 9 yards. So 2nd and 1 for the Dolphins at the Miami 40-yard line. Now Miami establishing the run. They should have started that from the beginning of the game. 7-7 tied. By the way, AJ didn't look good coming up from there. Coming up on that run that he did, 11-yard run, he didn't look kind of good when he got up. So 2nd and 1 from the 40-yard line. There's a pass from deep from Ewers. Wow, 37 to the 37-yard line. That's a 23-yard pass. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Tampa 37-yard line. Good throw by Quinn Ewers. He's now 4 for 7, 1 TD, and 90 yards in the game. Great pass, by the way. Here's a pass from Ewers, incomplete. See, why don't you run the ball there, man? Run the ball. 2nd and 10 from the Tampa Bay 37. Run the ball. Why are you throwing the ball, McDaniels? And this is where I think the Dolphins are going to open the whole playbook today. They're just going to show what they have. That's all. They're going to open everything up. All right, 2nd and 10 from Tampa Bay 37-yard line. I love that tight end Miami has from the Giants. All right, here we go. There's a handoff to the right. He's at the Tampa Bay 5-yard line. Almost took off. 1st down, Dolphins. It'll be 1st and goal. That was a 32-yard run by Jalen Wright. 1st and goal at the Tampa 5-yard line. What a run. Jalen Wright so far, 2 carries, 41 yards. 1st and goal for the Tampa 5. Here we go, guys. Yeah, they're the best, man. They're the best. They're the best. You know what happened? I'm watching like 3 games at the same time. So, 1st and goal for the Tampa Bay 5-yard line. I thought Wright was going to score on that one. But that was close. That was close. All right. Here's Ewers to throw in the middle. Lost 6 yards. I just hate those little passes, man. 2nd and goal from the Tampa Bay 11-yard line. Hey, stop dunking those little passes, man. Oh, man. McDaniel, buddy. Can you stop dunking those little passes? All right, here we go. There's a pass for 7 yards. Now it's 3rd and goal to the Tampa Bay 4-yard line. See, we probably would have scored a touchdown a long time ago. Probably for a 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line. But those passes, man. And actually, I'm sorry. It wasn't a pass. It was Hewitt caught his own pass. I'm sorry. Hewitt caught his own pass. My bad. I was watching the other game on top. Sorry, guys. I'm watching so many games. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the Tampa Bay 4. Yeah, Hewitt made his own reception. All right, 3rd and goal from the Tampa 4-yard line. Can we punch it in for a touchdown? Nope. 4th and goal. Minus 7 yards. So we went backwards. So here comes the field goal unit. Unless McDaniel wants to go for it. Yeah, it counts as a completion. All right. The field goal is up, and it's good. Miami now lead Tampa 10-7. 29-yard field goal by Riley Patterson. Waddle's heading to the locker room. Mr. Fragile. Wow. Well, they're up 10-7. Should have been up 14-7. Yeah, it counts as a completion. It should. Yeah, it's 6 for 9 for. Yeah, it is. It did count. It's 6 for 9, one touchdown for 91 yards for Quinn Ewers. How about that? He made his own reception. Yeah, that'd be funny. That will be funny. All right, there is a break in the action. God, New England's beating the Jets 21-0. Wow, man, that's crazy. Well, we knew that was coming anyhow. All right, here's a kickoff, and all the way 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay. Took it off, so it'll be Tampa Bay 28-yard line. That's where Tampa Bay would start. From their own 28-yard line. All right, here we go. Can the defense stop? Make a stop here. All right, there's Baker Mayfield. Throw a little pass. I hate those pass, man. Just a 2-yard gain. That's all. 2-yard gain. Trader made the tackle for 2 yards. That's it. Those little dunking passes are terrible, guys, in this league. Well, we have Seattle still beating Carolina 3-0, by the way. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Tampa Bay 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield. All right, here's a short pass, and once again, another first down for Tampa Bay. He's going short, dunking short. Sounds like Tua Tagovailoa to me. All right, 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 39-yard line. Let me tell you, he's having a good game. Bradley Chubbs, too. We just gotta put pressure on Baker, man. We gotta put pressure. All right, here's a handoff to the middle and -1 yard. Great tackle by Ziegler and Marshall. I guess Dolphins are mixing up the youngsters in this defensive group of the game here. 10-7 Dolphins with 6:57 and counting. For second down 11 for Tampa Bay with 6:57 remaining. I guess I'm behind. You guys are ahead of me. Seattle up 3-0 over Carolina. Was that an interception? I guess they're reviewing that as an interception. There's a flag down. Intercepted by the Dolphins. But there's a flag against the Dolphins. Wow. What an interception. Baker Mayfield with an interception. That's a great catch, by the way. Came down with it. McMillan forgot to touch him, but then he ran it, but that's a flag down. Oh, boy. Can we capitalize? Wow. Yeah, me either. That's why I paused. Me too. That's why I paused. I don't know what it was. Yeah, same thing happened to us. I said, well, is it or is it not an interception? And it was an interception. The only thing is that the receiver never touched him. The only thing is the flag at the end. Well, we would have had good field position. Doesn't look good for Tampa. Right, let me go to the scoreboard, guys. Live scoreboard. We have Bengals up 13-7. Steelers down 10-3. Saints losing 13-0 to the Titans. Colts 10. Jaguars 7. Dolphins 10. Buccaneers 7. We did get the ball back at the 23-yard line, by the way. Patriots 21. Jets 3. Seahawks 3, Panthers 0, but the Panthers are driving. And that is the games for now. Later on, you got Giants and Raiders, Eagles and Bills. That's going to be a good one. Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. Bears and 49ers, that'll be a good one too. And then, if you missed it on Christmas, Cowboys 30, Commanders 23, Vikings 23, Detroit 10. Of course, eliminated from the playoffs, Detroit. We have Broncos 20, Chiefs 13, as the Broncos try to hold their number 1 seed as we go on. And then on December 27, Texans 20, Chargers 16th. Ravens 41. That's last night. Packers 24. That was Saturday football. So, all right. Let's see if the Dolphins could capitalize here for a freaking touchdown, guys. Well, Quinn Ewers to A-Chain for 15 yards, another first down.
Miami Dolphins.
So that's the first down for the first and 10, the Miami 43-yard line. So far, Quinn Ewers is 8 for 11 with one touchdown. And here we go again. A short pass, push out of bounds for 13 yards. Once again, our tight end is doing it. Is this Dachi or Ducci? I don't know what his name is. I always miss his name. Yeah, it stood. First and 10 for the Tampa Bay 44-yard line. So far, so good for the Dolphins on the offensive line. A-Chain is just amazing, guys. A-Chain so far now has what? Well, they got leading rusher right, but I know A-Chain should be the leading rusher there. All right, here you go. First and 10 from the Tampa Bay 44-yard line. There's a handoff to Wright. Picks up about 7 yards. Wright's looking good, too. I mean, our running backs is just solid, like Aquaville just said. Our running backs is solid. Our wide receivers are we need help off of next year and a quarterback. But Quinn Ewers looking good right now against Tampa Bay. All right, second and 3 from Tampa, 37-yard line. Once again, Quinn Ewers 8 for 11, one touchdown, 119 yards. All right, here's A-Chain. Wow, up the middle for 8 more yards and another first down. First down, Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins.
Another first down for the Dolphin. Dulcich. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. I'm gonna call him tight end for now. First and 10 at the Miami 29-yard line. Another great run from A-Chain and another first down for the Dolphins. They're up 10-7 with 3:30 in the second. Quinn Ewers looks so comfortable, man. It's like he never, like he played this league for years. That's how good he looks. All right, here's another run for A-Chain. No, there's a pass. Sorry, to A-Chain for 19 yards and another first down. Wow. So first and goal for the Dolphins at the 10-yard line. First and goal. It's A-Chain training time. First and 10. Can we punch it in? We need a touchdown here, guys. Not a field goal. We need a touchdown. After that catch, it was all yak. 24-yard yak. So basically 2 yards and he runs for 24. All right, first and goal from the 10. Here's Quinn Ewers, and he throws and short to Wilson. You see, why are you throwing the ball? Run the ball. You got to run the ball, man. If you want to throw in second down, third down, but man, run the ball on first down. Get closer to the goal line. Second and goal for the Tampa Bay 10-yard line. This is why they get in trouble when they get to the red zone. This is why they get in trouble. Try to get it in, punch it in, run it in. If you can't run it in, then throw the pass. I mean, Tampa defense don't look as good as you think they look. So second and goal from the 10-yard line. I just feel you should run the ball, not throw the ball. 2-minute warning, by the way. It's the 2-minute warning in Miami. While I'm doing that, let me go back to my scoreboard, guys, my live scoreboard. You got Bengals 13, Cardinals 7, Steelers, Browns 10-3. Shadur Sanders got intercepted, by the way. So Titans 13, Saints 3, Colts 10, Jaguars 7, Dolphins 10-7. Of course, they're in 2-minute warning. Patriots 21-3, and they're right there at the New York 4-yard line. So they can score another touchdown and make it 28-3 if they do. Seahawks 3, Panthers nothing. And that's it. These are the crucial games this afternoon. Pittsburgh got to win this one. Myles Garrett looking for the sack record. So far, he doesn't have it in the game. All right, second and goal for the Tampa 10-yard line. Can Miami punch it in? I say punch it in, and make it 17-7. Put a little pressure on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But so far, Quinn Ewers looking good, guys. He has. The only thing is I don't like my McDaniel play calling. You got to run the ball more. You got to run the ball. You run the ball, you open up play action pass. There's so many things you could do. So boy, Seattle just fumbled. Recover by Carolina. All right, here we go. Offensive holding. Second and goal from the Tampa 20. Dolphin making mistakes again. There we go, guys. There we go. Oh, man. This is why this team needs discipline, man. All right, here's a pass to A-Chain for about 9 yards. So it's third and goal from the Tampa 11-yard line. Here we go. Can Miami punch it in? Tampa just called a timeout. Wow. Yeah, King Henry. Yeah, he last night, man, he went out, man. He went out for real. 4 TD passes. He had what, 2 or 3 at the half, I think it was. Yeah, King Henry's a beast, man. See, I wanted him in Miami, but now with the studs that we have here, those 3 guys we got here, Ollie and the other, we should be fine. So Quinn Ewers already has 143 yards. Here's a pass. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown. Touchdown. Quinn Ewers to his tight end. Touchdown. Man, I tell you, Quinn Ewers looking like Dan Marino right now. I'm just joking, guys. Just joking. Waiting for the extra point. The kick is up and it's good. 17-7 Dolphins. Quinn Ewers, his second TD, 143-yard passing. He's 10 for 14 in the game. Let's see how the defense respond here now. Yeah, Deluch, whatever his name is. That guy's great. I like that guy. That guy's a beast, man. Up the middle for a touchdown. They should sign that guy. No questions asked. Bengals now lead Cardinals 16-7. We got Browns still leading Pittsburgh 10-3. We still got Titans 13-3. We still got Colts up 10-7. We got Dolphins now beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17-7. That's good news for the Carolina Panthers if they'll face each other next time, which will be the last game of the season. I'm quite sure about that. Patriots 28, Jets 3. Seahawks 3. Carolina nothing. That's a tight game. That is a tight game. And that's all for your 1 o'clock game, guys. They're actually reviewing the Carolina play game of the fumble. They thought it was a forward pass, but they're viewing that. All right, here we go. 1:43 remaining. Tampa has 2 timeouts. Dolphin up by 10. With 1:43, can the defense hold and get a turnover here on down and close this first half? And then let's see if we could do good in our third quarter, by the way. Man, let me tell you, Young just escaped probably one of the biggest blitz that I ever seen. He was blitzed. I mean, he just broke tackles after tackles, even though the ball was incomplete. But the weather's bad down there in Carolina right now. It's cold, windy. It's now 3rd and 2, and they're right there. They're in the red zone. If they can score here and go ahead, Tampa Bay should be looking at the scoreboard. Wow, great play by Seattle defense. They got a great defense, too. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I hope they could do it at Aquavale. I hope their defense can hold. All right, 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 30-yard line. That's where Baker Mayfield will start. Baker ain't baking this time. All right, Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts. By the way, Seattle and Carolina just tied 3-3. That's a good game with 3:46 remaining. All right, let's see what the Dolphins defense could do here, guys. 17-7 Miami. So far, so good. Now, I noticed, lady, that the special team has given up some big runs here. So, all right, there's a pass to 7 yards. There is a flag down on illegal block against Tampa. So, 1st and 20 at the Tampa 20-yard line. Here we go. Mistakes. Crucial mistakes for both teams, to be honest with you. So here's a make or favorite pass about 6 yards. Brooks made the tackle. So 2nd and 14 at the Tampa 26. We need a sack here, guys. We need a sack. Sack, force, fumble, or something here. All right, 2nd 14 from the Tampa Bay 26-yard line. 2 timeouts for Tampa Bay, 3 timeouts for the Dolphins. So far, Baker Mayfield is 14 for 17 for 129 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Wow, it's a deep pass. Wow, 33 yards to McMillan. 1st and 10 at the Miami 41-yard line. That's a good pass. Great pass for Baker Mayfield. We need pressure, guys. So far, 129 yards passing for Baker Mayfield. Now he throws again and pass incomplete for McMillan. So it's now 2nd and 10 at the Miami 41-yard line. I mean, Tampa is missing their offensive linemen. They got players banged up playing this game too, by the way. So 2nd and 10 for the Miami 41-yard line. We need a sack here, guys. We need a sack. Man, I'm watching the Carolina game. They forgot how to know how to tackle, to be honest with you. Carolina does. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 from the Miami 41-yard line. I mean, Dolphins showing pressure, but it just they can't hold, man. There is an offensive holding on that flag. So it'll be 2nd and 13 at the Miami 44-yard line. Was that a late flag or what? Right, here's a deep pass from Baker Mayfield, incomplete, deep from Evans. It was for Mike Evans, incomplete. So it's 3rd and 13 from the Miami 44. So it's 3rd down and 13 at the Miami 44. Can the Dolphins put pressure and sack him? Just sack Baker, man. That's a timeout from the Buccaneers. Their second timeout in this quarter. They got one timeout remaining with 35 seconds left. Man, I don't know if it's me or Baker Mayfield is having issue throwing the ball with his hand. Just looking at the replay here right now. It's like he's lofting the ball. That should be a flag on Evans on holding on number 26. Offensive pass interference. All right. 35 seconds and they call a timeout. They took too long on the line of scrimmage. They're looking terrible right now. Tampa Bay, they look terrible. But remember, it's a tale of two halves. What's going to happen in the third quarter for the Miami Dolphins? Are they going to go ahead and show up in the third quarter? That's my concern, what Alco Vale said. But this is the final home game for the Miami Dolphins before they go to New England. And that's be the last game of the season. And then we'll see what we got. We evaluate all the way to the end of the year and see what Miami holds. So we got hockey, we got baseball. We got so many things going on right now. Here we go, 3rd and 13. He throws and he's short, 7 yards? So it'll be short, and they got the first down on 4th down. Wow. So field goal is blocked. Blocked field goal. Wow. Blocked field goal by, who do you think? Wow. Ziegler, baby. Ziegler with a blocked field goal. So we get the ball back with 37, with actually 20 seconds left. Miami at the 37-yard line. Wow. You got excited again. Me too. Wow. Block field goal by Ziegler. Wow. Defense, special teams, you name it. Everything came to play today. Wow, Seattle just fumbled again. Carolina just recovered the ball. Wow. What a hit. Might call it incomplete. What a hit. Oh, no, it's going to call it incomplete. Oh, we got excited, all right. All right, there we go here. Let's go here. You are. All right, here we go. You're incomplete to Julian Hill. Second down and 10 at the Miami 45-yard line. I'm sorry, I was just checking some messages here. So 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Quinn Ewers now 10 for 15 with 2 touchdowns. I mean, we got 3 timeouts remaining. He could have run the ball here. All right, second and 10 from the Miami 45-yard line. Do we see a trick here somewhere from the Dolphins? Maybe we can score a touchdown. Who knows? All right, there is a fumble there. Delay game 5 and 4. Who fumbled the ball after 7 yards? Oh, Quinn Ewers fumbled the ball. Second and 15 in the Miami 40. So Miami did get the ball back. Timeout, Tampa. Well, that's pressure right there. Pressure by Tampa. There was a flag down too. All right, now they're playing Dolphin ball now. I don't like that. All right, McDaniel. Here's you getting sacked again. 10-yard lost. That's halftime. The game is over. All right. We're going to halftime. See you guys soon. I'll be back. Let me give you some stats here before I go into the second half. All right, let me get here. And so far, Miami 226 yards, 160 for Tampa Bay, 9 first down for both teams, turnover 1 for Tampa. Penalties, here's where it's hurting Miami 6 for 50, 4 for 35. On third down, Miami's 2 for 5, Tampa's 3 for 6. Fourth down, 1 for 1. Miami has not converted one yet. On the red zone, we're 1 for 2. Time of possession, they lead 16-41 to 13-19. So, we come back at halftime and see what happened in the second half, third quarter, which that's Miami weakness. Once again, I'll see you soon and be back at half. Sorry, here's a kickoff. 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 35-yard line. I apologize for my speaker here, for my microphone. I had to mute. So Tampa get the ball next. They will see what they could do, what Dolphin defense could do in the third quarter here. Hoping for better results, guys, for the Miami Dolphins. So this is the quarter that always hurt Miami, by the way. All right, here we go. Here's Baker Mayfield, pass short right to Yukobuka for to the 42 for 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 for Tampa Bay. 2nd and 3 from the Tampa Bay 42-yard line. So I guess Baker Mayfield opened up by throwing the pass. Actually, he caught the ball, man. He had a 3-yard yak, so he escaped some tackles there. So here we go. Here's a handoff and going nowhere. Grant and Quentin Bell made the tackle. So it'll be a 3rd and 3. So here we go. This is where the defense has to come up with the Dolphins. Can they stop a third down conversion? So 3rd and 3 from the Tampa Bay 42-yard line. Can the Dolphins get a sack? I mean, they have to get something here. They got to make a stop here. Here's a pass from Maker, short to Goodwin. So incomplete. So 4th and 3. Will they go for it or they punt? Interesting. This will be a good stop for the defense. But knowing Tampa Bay, they'll probably go for it. Even though they're at the 42-yard line. I don't think they're going to take that risk. Let's see what they decide to do. Let me put the timeout back in the third quarter here, guys. I'm sorry about that. Third quarter. And all team got off all their timeouts. All right, so they went for first down, and there's a deep pass, and my bad, not a deep pass. There is a punt. Sorry, I'm watching 2 games. I apologize. There's the punt, and the Miami will get the ball at the 31-yard line. That was a punt of 27 yards. Not a good punt for. So Miami start from the own 31-yard line. Can Miami actually drive here and score, guys? This is the most important thing. Can Miami establish a drive here and just call this over? This is going to be a crucial third quarter for the Dolphins. Can they punch it in and go up 24-7 or 20-7? They had to manage a drive here. This is where they have struggled all season long, that third quarter. Can the defense finally shut the third quarter down? And so far, we did by stopping Baker Mayfield on the first drive. Now, let's see what Miami could do. By the way, Carolina and Seattle are tied 3-3 at halftime. Both defense playing solid defense in that game. And the weather's kind of rough, by the way. But I believe McDaniel should open this quarter by running the ball. Just continue to run the ball. If they could run the ball, establish the run, they could win this game. Right, Seattle just started back with Carolina too, so they're tied 3-3. So I'm watching 3 games, and Pittsburgh's trailing 10-6. I tell you, I got live scoreboards all over. All right, let me open this one, see what's going on. I'm sorry, I apologize. All right, here we go. So Jackson, a false start for, oh my God, for the offense. That's not a good way to start for the Dolphins. First play, it's actually a false start for the Dolphins. Enforced, no play. So now 1st and 15 for the Dolphins, 26-yard line. Just don't throw the pass, man. Just run the ball. Really, just run the ball here, guys. If you want to take a hit and go deep, go deep. I have no problem with it. But the pressure of the Dolphins is continue on Well, here's Quinn Ewers pass incomplete deep to Waller. So there we go. 2nd and 15. Why are you going deep? I have no idea. By the way, the last play with that pressure on Mayfield, I guess he got hurt, but he's walking. He's going great. He's walking down the sideline. So 2nd and 15 from the Miami 26-yard line. Here's where team makes adjustment. Here's when you have to be careful when they start making adjustments. This is something that you got to look at. And now Miami needs to start making adjustment too, changing the play around. So 2nd and 15, and Quinn Ewers sack for 9 yards. Now we're going the opposite. 3rd and 24th. So that's Ewers' 3rd sack in a row. Back-to-back sacks since the second half. So 3rd and 24 for the Miami 17-yard line. There we go. 3rd quarter. Flows continue for this team. Hey, how you doing, Gigi? How was your Christmas, by the way? So here's a chain for 2 yards, and that'll be 4th and 22. Miami will punt from the 19-yard line. So the score remains 17-7, and Tampa Bay will get the ball back. So far, good game for Miami. One more game left, and the season is over. We'll travel to New England next week. Time to be announced. We don't know what time it's going to be. Right, Seattle's 3, Carolina 3, and there's an interception in the end zone for Carolina. So here's the punt. Great punt all the way to the about 59, a return of 13. So it's about 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 35-yard line. So it's a 13-yard return for Tampa Bay. That's what their start. Thank you. I appreciate it, Gigi. Hope you guys are having a good time. 17-7 Dolphins with 11:55 remaining, and we took a break in the action. Let me give you some live scoreboard that we have here today. Break it down for you guys. A lot of good games, 1 o'clock games will determine the division, will determine if they clinch. You got so far Bengals 23, Cardinals 7. Steelers trailing 10-6 against Pittsburgh. Against Browns, Cleveland Browns 10-6. Myles Garrett still looking for his 1st sack to break the record. Saints 10, Titans 20. Jaguars trailing 10-7 over the Colts. Buccaneers, of course, 7. Miami 17. Patriots 35. Jets 3. I think the Patriots clinched that division. clinched the title, by the way. Panthers 3 and Seattle 3. The rest of the games are in the afternoon after 4 o'clock. So, but these are the 4 games, actually 3 games that matter right now. It's Steelers and Browns, Jaguars and Colts, and Buccaneers and Dolphins. And you could say another one, Patriots and Jets, because they'll win the division. They'll be the crown champions. So let's go to the Miami game, see what happens. Can Miami really, really turn it around here in the third quarter? Because this is their quarter that they can really have. They don't have luck at all. So, but they are on the commercial break. I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas. Now we have a New Year's, and hopefully, we have a better 2026 than 2025. I wish everybody prosperity, health. That's the most important thing. So, all right, ready for the commercial to be over with so we can get started here. The last play of the interception is being reviewed against Carolina and Seattle. It's going to be close. All right, here we go. Mayfield at center, pass short, pick about 4 yards. Manafano made the play. That was White who made the catch. So it'll be 2nd and 4. They had him for a loss, but he escaped. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for Tampa Bay at the 41-yard line with 11:55. They're now reviewing a fumble in the game versus Carolina. So the guy fumbled the ball. So Seattle got the ball back. All right, here we go. So there's a scramble by Mayfield, and he picked up about 3 yards. So it's at the Tampa Bay 44, 3rd and down and 1 at the Tampa 44-yard line. So the pressure is on for the Dolphins in this third quarter. See what they could do, guys and girls. 3rd and 1 from the Tampa 44-yard line. Seattle just did recover a fumble, so there's tied 3-3, and they're in the Carolina territory. So here we go, 3rd and 1. By the way, Dobson made that tackle on Baker Mayfield. Here's another scramble, and he picks up 2 yards, so a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 46-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 at the Tampa 46. By the way, make a slide. So 10:43 and counting now. Here's a handoff at the right guard for about 7 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 3 at the Miami 47-yard line with 9:44 and counting. So they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball pretty good here on the third quarter. All right, 2nd and 3 from the Miami 47-yard line. Dolphins need a sack or a turnover. They need something here. This is their quarter where they have problem with all year long. Can they get a fumble, interception? Can they do something here? Here's Mayfield throw pass complete at the Miami 30 for 17 yards. That was for Johnson. Tackle was Davis. So 1st and 10 at the Miami 30-yard line. Another 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So 1st and 10 from the Miami 30-yard line. Yeah, wait till next year. It'll be great. I'll be doing baseball, basketball, football once all this is over. I mean, we still got Super Bowl, we still got playoffs, Gigi, so we got a lot. 1st and 10 from the Miami 30. Baker Mayfield throws the ball incomplete, intended for Evans. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Miami 30-yard line. By the way, Seattle is 1st and goal at the Carolina 2-yard line. Why I'm doing this two scoreboard? Because these two teams, win, lose, these two teams are going to be probably ending up in the last game of the season for the championship. If Tampa Bay wins, but if they lose and the other one wins, then it's going to be last game of the season. All right, here goes 2nd and 10 from the Miami 30. By the way, 2nd and goal now with Seattle and Carolina. All right, there's a handoff and no gain. Sack Sealer with the tackle. Great stop on Irvin. So it'll be 3rd and 10 at the Miami 30. Can the defense stop here on 3rd down? That's one of the weaknesses so far they got. So 3rd and 10 from the Miami 30-yard line. Seattle now is 3rd and goal from the Carolina 2-yard line. Can they punch it in or can Carolina defense hold? Here's a handoff and he's right through the middle for a touchdown. All right, here's a run by who you think? Baker Mayfield for 11 yards and a 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So 1st and 10 at the Miami 19-yard line. Dolphins should have had him, but he takes off for 11 yards. So 1st and 10 from the Miami 19-yard line. So they're 19 yards away for a touchdown. So Seahawks going top 9-3, waiting for the extra point over Carolina. With 8:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The kick is up and it's good. So it's 10-3, Seattle. Right, the Dolphins here. 1st and 10 from the Miami 19-yard line. Here's Irvin up the middle for 12 yards. Now it's 1st and goal at the Miami 7. So this defense is kind of tired right now. So 1st and goal from the Miami 7-yard line. With 6:39 remaining. It's all Baker Mayfield on this one. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, guys. All right, 1st and goal from the Miami 7-yard line, and there's a handoff to the running back for 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the Miami 2. So he lost 2 yards. That was Irvin again, who went backwards for 2-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the Miami 9. Down 17-7 to the Dolphins. This will be Miami's last home game, guys. Last home game. They don't play no more until next week. They go to New England. And that'll be it. The season will be over. And then, like I said, hopefully we're having a better season next year. But I doubt it because Tua's not going to be there. There's a lot of changes on this roster coming up. Right, here's Baker Mayfield. Pass to a White. Push out of bounds at the Miami 8-yard line. So pick up about 1 yard. So it's 3rd and goal from the Miami 8-yard line. Tampa trailing 17-7. Under 5:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget, December 31st, I will go live with Miami versus Ohio State in college football. So a good play by the defense there. All right, 3rd and goal at the Miami 8. Can Tampa punch it in, or can the Dolphin defense stop Tampa Bay? This could be a 4th down territory. Who knows? It's still early in the game. 3rd and goal. It's just the pressure that Miami's putting up right now. It's pretty good. They're playing real good right now. All right, here's a fumble, a sack, a fumble recovered by Tampa. Wow, 4th and goal from the Miami 15-yard line. I guess they're going to go for the field goal. Wow, what a good play by the Dolphins defense. A sack. Pressure's coming on, man. Pressure's coming on. And here comes the field goal, and the field goal is actually good. So now we have a score of 17-10. That was a 33-yard field goal. Miami will get the kickoff after this commercial break. All right, scoreboard, New England 42, Jets 3. What a blowout, guys. What a blowout. Pittsburgh still trailing 10-6 at Cleveland. Tennessee up 2017 over New Orleans. Jacksonville took the lead over Indy 14-10. Seattle 10, Carolina 3. That's the game I'm watching. Cincinnati 30, Arizona 7. That is your 1 o'clock game today, guys and girls. Can Miami seal this victory today at home? And then they go on the road and finish their season. Hey, Manuel, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining in, buddy. I appreciate it. Love your videos, man. All right, guys, so we are still waiting for the third quarter, waiting for the commercial break. Miami is winning 17-10 versus Tampa Bay. Waiting for the kickoff in the third quarter. This is the quarter that Miami really struggled all year long. They have been outscored like 194-7. But hey, this is their final home game. Can they show a victory here before they go on the road? Seattle just intercepted Young, so they got the ball in Carolina territory. 10-3, Seattle, with 7:41 remaining. Young threw the ball back to his receiver, but was intercepted. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to live scoreboard again, just in case. 10-6, Cleveland over Pittsburgh. New England 42-3 over the Jets. Sorry, the Jets are terrible, guys. Very terrible. No, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have Tennessee 23-17 over New Orleans. You have Jacksonville up 14-10 over Indy. Seattle now up 10-3 and just forced a turnover. And then Cincinnati 30-7 over Arizona. Now we're just waiting for Miami kickoff in the third quarter with 3:49 remaining. Miami should establish a drive here and take this lead into the fourth quarter. I hope you guys, thank you for the hearts. I hope you guys having a lovely, had a lovely Christmas, by the way. Now we are going to the New Year's, and the best for the New Year's for everybody, man. Prosperity, health is the most important thing, guys. You know, as we head up to 226, let's try to remain positive, stay positive. That's the main thing. Here's the kickoff, and great return for Malik Washington. Took the ball 47 yards, so now we are 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 45-yard line. What a return from Malik Washington. Dolphins will start in good field territory. Wow, what a kickoff return. You're welcome. You guys mean a lot to me anyhow. The main thing is having your subscriber, having your people, man. That's what counts, man. Loving one another. That's the most important thing in life. I always say that to everybody in my podcast. Stay positive. That's all you can do. Stay positive. All right, here we go. There's a handoff to A-Chain. Pick up 5 yards, but there is a flag on the Dolphins. and this one's going to go back. It's going to be illegal formation by the Dolphins. So it'll be 2nd and 15 at the 50-yard line. This is what's been hurting the Dolphins all day long. That is their 7 penalties of the game. So 2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. You can't have those penalties. You cannot have those penalties in this game. You know, I've been saying this a while back. I haven't been live lately, but the main thing is love. We have to love one another. That is the 2026 for me. Love each other. All right, here's a run for A-Chain up the middle, up the middle for 18 yards, and the Dolphin first down. So it's 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 32 yard line.
Miami Dolphins.
Seattle just scored a touchdown, make it 16-3 over Carolina. All right, here's another handoff to A-Chain for 7 yards up the middle. So that'll be 2nd and 3 at the Tampa Bay 25-yard line. So A-Chain so far 9 carries, 66 yards. So here we go. This is what Miami needs, a drive. Keep running. Get yourself together in that end zone. Seattle waiting for the extra point. The kick is up and it's good. So Seattle up 17-3, and that is not good for. It's good for Tampa Bay, not good for the Panthers. So 2nd and 3 here at the Tampa Bay 25-yard line. Here's another handoff to A-Chain and another first down for the Dolphins. 5-yard pickup. Another first down.
Miami Dolphins.
So that's back-to-back first down for the Dolphins. So 1st and 10 at the Tampa 20-yard line. Can they punch it in, guys? Can Quinn Ewers, the rookie, who is 10 for 16 with 2 touchdowns, 144 yards in the game, can he punch it in and make it a 24-10 ball game? And they're doing what I said earlier. Run the ball. You run the ball. Yeah, Aquavale. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he doesn't get traded, buddy. And I don't think they're going to get traded. I think they're going to get rid of that salary cap. It's going to be hard to sign him. Here's a pass from Ewers to this tight end, incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10. So why did she throw the ball? Run the ball. Don't throw the ball. Continue to run it. So 2nd and 10 at the Tampa 20-yard line. I mean, the actual running back of the Miami Dolphins, the core of this team running back is amazing, guys. All 3 running backs are great, are amazing. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 from the Tampa Bay 20-yard line. And there is a false start, a flag. So it'll be enforced. There was a flag down. So it'll be 2nd and 15 at the Tampa Bay 25-yard line. So here we go. Another flag. Another flag hurting the Dolphins. Yeah, they probably would try it. If they do, for A-Chain, they'll probably get a first-round pick. They'll probably get a couple of picks. But I don't think they're going to let A-Chain go. I mean, looking at at his numbers, man. All right. Flags are actually hurting the Dolphins, guys. That's probably our 8th flag of the game. 8 flags, 60 yards. So now we're backed up at the Tampa 25. We were at the 20-yard line, actually 15-yard line. Now we went back. So 2nd and 15. All right, here's right. Great run, pick up about 8 yards. Now we're 3rd and 7 at the Tampa 17-yard line. A crucial 3rd and 7 for the Miami Dolphins. If they don't score a touchdown, they hit a field goal. They're only down by 10, but I'd rather have the touchdown, guys. Lead by 14. All right, great return by the Carolina Panthers up there. It's 17-3, they trail. And that's the end of the quarter, guys. We're going to the 4th quarter with Miami up 17-10. Can Miami score here and make this a game already? Who knows? Oh yeah, I love his channel. His fish is and oh I love that. I love his also his traveling. He does traveling too. Great. Yeah, and my bad. I'm sorry I didn't say that. Please subscribe to everyone's channel that's in here, man. It's just help each other. It's about supporting each other one another, man. That's the main thing here, guys and girls. And that's my apologies. You're right. We gotta be together. I don't look at subscribers. I look at a human being, man. I look everybody, be sure everybody's it's okay. Everybody's working together. Everybody's helping each other. And Gigi videos amazing. Uh, there's a lot of people, and you could say I have a lot of subscribers, but let me tell you, if loyal subscriber, Gigi's one. Alabama's one. Carlos is one of them. But that's okay. Some people don't like sports. Some people do, and I have no problem with it. That's something that people just. But I do try to get everybody over 1,000 subscribers. Imagine going through 1,000 videos, and I do. I go to short videos or long videos. I try to do everybody. I get one night and I go to at least one person at a time, and I really do that, guys and girls. I really do that, and I try, like I say, support, and that's the number one thing: support one another. God, Young just threw a nice pass for a first down for 1st and 10 with 4:10 in the game. Carolina trailing 17-3. Great catch. Oh, they might call that incomplete. They might review it. Yep, they're reviewing the play. That ball might come back. All right. We're heading to the fourth quarter. Miami up 17-10. Can they make this crucial third down conversion? Yeah, Aquavale, he's a gamer and he's a Dolphin too. He does both things. He's a gamer guy. If you like gamer. But he also does Dolphin too. Yeah, I'm gonna have some funny videos coming up. The short videos. Those are the one that makes me laugh the most. It's amazing how AI and things you do things on videos nowadays. Technology has gone long ways, but I do it for fun, and that's what we have to have in this world. Have fun. Take away the hatred. Take away all these stuff, these negative stuff we having. All right, here's Quinn Ewers pass to Malik Washington for 4 yards. So Miami's gonna have to kick the field goal. It's 4th and 3 at the Tampa Bay 13-yard line. Unless McDaniel goes for it, I hope he doesn't. Just take the points, man. Take the points. And he does. By the way, now Miami just scored a field goal. So Miami's up now 20-10 with 14:15 remaining. That was a 31-yard field goal from Riley Patterson. Yeah, and I do it for that, man. I do it because I want everybody to be happy and smile and have a good time. You got to have a good time. You can't get everything serious. I do sports. I love my Dolphins. Unfortunately, we're having a bad season. Some people, overthink stuff, Gigi, and they don't think as well. They don't, at the end of the day, it's sports, it's entertainment. It's like you're watching a movie. You love your movie. You don't like your movie. That's fine. But people get it too serious nowadays. And yeah, I know Tua will be gone. I know McDaniel probably will be gone. If they keep McDaniel, what can I tell you? I don't know. It's a business. Okay, football is a business, and we know that already. So, by the way, on 4th and 1, Carolina just picked up the first down, so it's 1st and 10, trailing 17-3 with 4:04 remaining. There is bad weather in Carolina. There's actually cold and rain. See, I check everybody out. I know everybody sometimes, don't watch videos, but I love what people does, especially outdoor stuff and all that. So, all right, ready for the kickoff. Miami up by 10 with under 14, 15 remaining. So the defense did pretty well in the third quarter. Only allowed 3 points in the third quarter, but we did not. We haven't scored. All right, still breaking the action. I give you some scoreboard. Pittsburgh still down 10-6 in the fourth quarter against Cleveland. You have New England up 42-3 over the Jets. Tennessee 23, New Orleans 20. They came back. Now you have the Colts up 17-14 over Jacksonville. Seattle trailing 17-3. And that one's still early. So some good games. All right, here's the kickoff. It will go in the end zone, so Tampa Bay will start at the own 35-yard line. So here we go. Can the Dolphin defense make another stop here? I would like to see an interception, a pick six. I really do. I really do, guys. Another first down for the Panthers, trailing 17-3. That was the key of third down that they made. All right, here we go. Tampa Bay, 1st and 10 at the Tampa 35-yard line. Concussion is Chop Robinson. Hamstring, questionable, is Jordan Brooks. So both players are out of the game for the Dolphins, just to give you a heads up. Those are key players for the Dolphins, by the way. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield, throw deep, incomplete, offensive pass interference, 10 yards. All right, so 1st and 20 from the Tampa 25-yard line. Now both teams making mental mistakes with the flags. All right, 1st and 20, offensive pass interference. That gives now 5 flags for 45 yards for Tampa. Flag will hurt you in this league, that's for sure. Especially when you got momentum, you're driving. All right. Baker Mayfield short pass, pick up about 6 yards. Grant and Brooks made the tackle. So 2nd and 14 from the Tampa 31-yard line, 14-10 and counting. Left in this game. This is week 17. One more week of football and it's over, guys. Quinn Ewers only has 148 yards passing this game, but Miami has been running the ball, eating the clock out. So, all right, here's another short pass to Goodwin for about 6 yards. So at the Tampa 37, so it's now a big 3rd and 8 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins defense. So 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 at the Tampa 38-yard line. Can the defense hold on this one? Could they make another stop here? Now, this is 4th down territory. They're down by 10, by 2 scores. All right, here we go. From the Tampa 38, 3rd down and 7. Both teams got all their 3 timeouts in the final quarter. We have an injured player for the Dolphins during that play, by the way. And he just came in for Brooks. Now we got key players down for the Dolphins. Wow, not good. All right, here's a pass incomplete deep to Evans. 4th and 7 at the Tampa 38-yard line. Will Tampa go for it, or will they punt? They're down by 2 scores. If Miami can stop here, the score is over, guys. It is over. But they got to score a touchdown. Trust me, they got to score a touchdown. Not a field goal. Because there's only a 2-game possession. Unless Tampa would punt the ball here. Baker Mayfield is 22 for 30, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 187 yards in this game. All right, 4th and 7 from the Tampa 38-yard line. They're going to punt 58 yards and all the way to the Miami 4-yard line. Wow. The ball was down there. Nobody picked it up. So Miami will start from the 4-yard line. Ew, that's pretty hard. 96 yards if they want to make this drive. So there is a break in the action. 1st and 10 for the Miami 4-yard line. Wow. That's going to be tough, guys. But who knows? All right, Cleveland got the ball with 9:44 remaining, up 10-6. New England up 42-3 over the Jets, 23-20 Tennessee over New Orleans. Jacksonville just tied up the Colts 17-17. Seattle up 17-3, but it's 1st and goal for the Carolina Panthers, and Cincinnati 37, Arizona 7. Can the Dolphins make a drive here, man? At least eat half of that clock and get a score. Then this game will be over. I'm surprised I picked it up in a dramatic fashion, but I guess we're going to win pretty decent here. If they could score here, that'd be nice. If the Panthers score here, man, they could close the gap 17-10, but they got to score. Touchdown, Carolina Panthers. Young just run it in. So it's now 17-9 with the extra point and still 13:41 remaining. Wow, that's a good game. Yeah, I think Dirk just came in at halftime. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing all the scores here today. Yeah, he was doing. I think he came in at halftime. Still 20-10, but we had to. We got the ball at the 4-yard line, so we need to score here. All right, so Carolina now cut the lead 17-10 over Seattle. This is a big drive for the Dolphins here, guys. You're bouncing back and forth. All right. Here we go. A flag on the Dolphins. Wow, man. 1st and 12 at the Miami 2-yard line. Here we go. Another flag. That is 9 flags for the Dolphins and 62 yards. Now we are at the 2-yard line. So we're going backwards. This is something that has been hurting the Dolphins all year long, guys. This is why the record shows that. Lack of discipline. But hey, it's okay. All right, 1st and 12 from the Miami 2-yard line. Watch out for the safety. Watch out for anything here because I know Tampa Bay's about to blitz. All right, 1st and 12 for the Miami 2. Patrick Paul was the false start, by the way. Can we get a 98-yard run here from A-Chain? That'd be great. All right, another flag for Miami, by the way. Penalty on Miami. Offensive holding decline. 2nd and 12 on the Miami 2-yard line. Wow, this is not good. You would throw short for 1 yard. 3rd and 11 from the Miami 3-yard line. Not good at all, guys. Not good. Not good at all. So Miami basically have 11 flags because they have declined 2 of them. So 3rd and 11 from the Miami 3-yard line. What a bad service for the Dolphins. What are they doing, man? Quinn Ewers, 12 for 19, 2 TDs. There's a pass and to Julian Hill. Good catch for about 15 yards and a Miami first down.
Miami Dolphins.
Key first down for the Dolphins there. Key first down. 1st and 10 from the Miami 18. Now run it, guys. Run it. Eat the clock. First and 10 from the Miami 18-yard line. We need a big run here. Here's A-Chain at the left end for about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 at the Miami 19. So 2nd and 9 at the Miami 19. We have Seattle 17, Carolina 10. Starting the 4th quarter with 13:34 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9 for the Dolphins at the Miami 19-yard line. Can the Dolphins get a drive here, guys, and just eat that clock out? That'd be great. So this game could be over. But a good catch by Hill, by the way, on that first down. All right. Here's a handoff, no gain for Wright. So it's 39. Another 3rd down for Miami. 39 at the Miami 19-yard line. Another 3rd down for the Dolphins. Can they make this 3rd down conversion? It's a good 3rd down conversion to make. They're all the way at the 19. So they have to kick from the end zone if they have to. This is a crucial 3rd down again. They made the first one. Can they make the second one? I mean, Quinn Ewers look great, man. They look great. The rookie, I mean, he looks not even like a rookie. He's playing well. Yeah, here we go. There's a pass short to Wilson for about 8 yards. Wow, he is short of the first down by 1 yard. So 4th and 1 at the Miami 27. Miami will have to punt the ball. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do the best I can, Gigi. I still got a long way to go. Long way to go and more to learn. So 4th and 1 to Miami, the 27-yard line. Miami up 20-10. Here's the actual punt. And he kicks it 42-yard fair catch at the Tampa Bay 21-yard line. And that's where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will start. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 21, trailing 20-10 with 8:37 and counting. So Miami ate some of the clock out. Not much. All right, so let's go back to the scoreboard. We got Cleveland up 10-6 over Pittsburgh with 7:03 remaining. The Jets are trailing 42-10 over New England. 26-20, it's Tennessee over New Orleans. Jacksonville 17, Colts 17, Seattle up 17-10, and the Bengals up 37-7 over Arizona. That is your 1 o'clock scoreboard, which I say 3 games, 4 games are actually playoff implication. Some already clinched. Some are waiting for the last results, what happens, and some will face each other at the final game of the season for a division title. But once again, I want to thank everybody that has joined the chat, that has come to the chat. We could take this victory home, and that is our last victory home for the Dolphins until they face next week the New England Patriots. Probably cold weather environment, probably snow. Who knows? I'm not the weather guy. But it's 1st and 10, so they mark the ball at the 22-yard line. So the rookie so far, 14 for 21, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield is 22 of 30, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. A-Chain lead with 72-yard rushing. Miami only allowed 19 yards rushing today. So great defense, by the way. Receiving, we have Tease Jr. with 63 yards. That was the long pass by the rookie. Quinn Ewers, 79 for McMillan. Sack, 1 for Chubbs, 1 for Hall. Tackles, Marshall Jr. has 7. Of course, Brooks left the game. Total yards, 281 for Miami, 230 for Tampa Bay. The key right now is the turnover. But yeah, now we're back on the field after this commercial break. Wow. I'm watching both games. Something happened between. That was a bad call. God, whatever happened, he poked his eye or something, or broke his nose. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the game. So now they're playing no huddle. So there's a pass for 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Then it's another pass for 3rd down, 2nd down, 7. And that's 4 yards. And then another pass for incomplete. So I'm sorry because I was watching the top game. Oh, gee. So it's 3rd and 3 now. A third down, 3rd and 3 for Tampa Bay at the 29. Now they have to go for it here, trailing by 2 scores. So 3rd and 3. So it was an incomplete pass by Baker Mayfield. All right, here's a short pass, and McMillan runs the ball for 28 yards in the 1st down. So he caught it for 3 yards, took off, and at the Miami 43-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 at the Miami 43-yard line. That's a good run from McMillan. Caught the ball for 3 yards and took it for 28 yards. So they're going hurry up offense. Boy, I don't like those. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield, short pass to Evans for 11 yards. So now it's 1st and 10. Hey, how you doing, buddy? 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Another 1st down for Tampa Bay. Thank you for joining in, man. I appreciate it. So 1st and 10 at the Miami 32-yard line. Tampa getting closer to the Dolphin territory, which they are in Dolphin territory, but closer to the goal line. So 1st and 10 from the Miami 32. Baker Mayfield now is 25 of 34, 1 touchdown, and 233 yards. All right, he throws deep, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Dolphins. Baker Mayfield threw it and intercepted by Davis. Miami has the ball at the 28. 25, 28-yard line. Intercepted by the Dolphins. Great defense. Second interception by Baker Mayfield. Pressure, and that's what happens. Yeah, Rami has a great channel, Gigi. He has a cooking channel and a family channel also. Just like basically the same thing you do, but he does cooking. He's a good chef. He cooks real good. It looks real good, his plates. Intercepted, and we got the ball at the 26, 27-yard line. All right, Dolphins, here's where you have to make a stance here. Right, Seattle getting closer to the territory with 7:03, getting closer. 17-10, and they're getting closer to Carolina territory, 2nd and 8, with 6:51 and counting. This is a major stop for the Panthers if they want to win this one. Seattle looking good, guys. They're looking good. So Miami's second turnover. Wow, Seattle just dropped a touchdown. Off his fingertip, 3rd and 8. Threw it right in his hand and he just dropped it. Donald to the ball, bullet in the middle. That could have been called pass interference too. All right, Miami gets the ball back with a key interception. Key interception. That's the second turnovers for the Tampa Bay. All right, 3rd and 8 for Seattle. Up 17-10 with 6:21 remaining. I'm just changing game, guys. Donald's running. Oh, they have the sack. And he's going to run out of bounds, and there should be a flag there. Oh, they didn't call a flag. It's 4th down. So I guess they're going for the field goal. Actually, they're going on 4th and 5. That's crazy. All right, here's the Dolphins. Handoff to A-Chain, -1 yard, win back. 2nd and 11 at the Miami 25 with 6:56 remaining. Miami could take this to the victory line with a couple of first downs. All right, there's a flag down with the Carolina Panthers and delay a game, so they're going for the field goal. All right, here we go, 2nd and 11. A-Chain with no gain, so 3rd and 11. Tampa Bay defense tighten up here. Okay. Here we are. 3rd and 11 for the Dolphins at the own 25-yard line. So basically, they run 3 plays, 2 plays, 1 yard. Crucial 3rd down and 11 for the Dolphins. Can they pick up the first down? And the ball is incomplete for Waddle. So Miami's going to have to punt the ball with 5:32 remaining. If anything's against Miami, against Tampa Bay, it will be the time clock. But Miami needs to get better, man, on 3rd down. All right. 4th and 11. Of course, we're going to have to punt the ball. Here's the punt for a catch at the 32-yard line. Sorry about that. That's Dirk for you. That's crazy. Yeah, but our offensive line is not doing. It's not pushing now. They just punt the ball back. I mean, we're up by 2 scores, but they need to. The defense playing pretty well. It's that they're going no huddle. When you go no huddle, it's hard to stop a no huddle, and that's what Tampa Bay is going to do now. No huddle, and try to get it in before the 2-minute warning. We just need a defense to tighten up here, man. Right now, they can't get no rest for the defense. No rest. So 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 32-yard line. That's where Tampa Bay start. Pittsburgh's trailing 10-6 with 2:18 remaining in the game. So there we go. Baker Mayfield pass short to Goodwin for 7 yards, 2nd and 3 at the Tampa Bay 49-yard line. That's where they're going. Hurry up offense. He was high. That's crazy. Here's a long pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Going deep. I don't know why Tampa Bay's going deep, but it's 3rd and 3. Here's another 3rd down. It's a 4th down territory for Miami to just stop them here. That's it. Get a sack and then stop them. We need a sack here. Another INT. How about that? A pick 6. I'm calling for a pick 6. Oh, man. 3rd and 3 from the Tampa 49-yard line. We need a sack or a pick 6, man, to seal this up. I imagine he was hype. All right, here goes a pass and short of the 1st down, 4th and 1. Good play by the defense, but they should have had him. It's all right. 4th and 1 in the Miami 49-yard line. So here's the game right here. Get a pick 6, man. Get a fumble here. Let's do something here, guys. Let's end this game. Yep, short pass to Goodwin for 1 yard, and he took it for 11 yards. And a 1st and 10 at the Miami 38-yard line. Here we go. This is getting interesting. 1st and 10 at the Miami 38-yard line. Tampa Bay. Their 2nd, 4th down attempt. All right, 1st and 10 for the Miami 38. Can the Dolphins get a turnover again? Can they get a pick 6? That's what I want to see, a pick 6. All right, here's a pass from Baker Mayfield to McMillan for 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 at the Miami 31. Second and 3 at the Miami 31-yard line. Man, can the defense hold here? Another pick 6, that'd be nice. There it goes. Sack and a fumble recovered by Chubbs, and Miami got the ball back. 1st and 10 at the Miami 41-yard line. Defense. Turnover. I called it. We need a turnover. Sack on Baker Mayfield. Who won this game? The defense today, guys. The defense. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. At the Miami 41-yard line. Good play by the defense. Wow. Good play. Wow, Chubbs, man. Chubbs, the second sack of the game. Can we capitalize? Can we get 3 points? Can we get the first down here? Can we end up this game, people? Oh, Lord, these Dolphins, man. All right, here's a handoff to A-Chain. Right end for about 6 yards. Here we go, 2nd and 4 with 3:55 remaining. Let Tampa Bay use all the timeout and call it a game. 2nd and 4. A-Chain now with 77 yards rushing on 15 attempts. Yeah, he got nice. He got some nice recipe. He's a good chef. He's a heck of a chef. All right, 2nd and 4 from the Miami 47-yard line. Here's another handoff to A-Chain, about 1 yard, so 3rd and 3. So that'll be 16 carries, 78 yards. Keep running the clock out. Timeout, Tampa Bay. The first timeout in the 4th quarter. Miami only 3 minutes away from the victory line. That's it. Can they get the first down? A crucial 3rd down. Can they get this 3rd down? So far on 3rd down today, they're actually 3 for 10 on 3rd down. Tampa Bay 6 for 13. So it's a crucial 3rd down for the Dolphins. Now timeout for the Dolphins. What in the world was that? Dolphins. Tampa Bay called timeout. They called timeout. It's a crucial 3rd down. They know they make this 1st down is over with. Cleveland's up to Pittsburgh with 1:53 remaining, 10-6. New England up 42-10. New Orleans up, Tennessee 27-26. Jacksonville's up 20-17. And another 1st down for the Dolphins. Good. Quinn Ewers, man, scrambled for 7 yards in the 1st down. How about that? Our quarterback. So 1st and 10. Good 1st down for the Dolphins. Just punch it in, man. Call it a game. Another timeout for Tampa. That leaves them with 1 timeout. Then we have Cincinnati beating Arizona 37-7 and Seattle's winning 20-10, and they are driving again. So crucial game for Tampa Bay and Seattle. So that's going to be the last game of the season. Hey, how you doing, Montana? How you doing? Thank you for joining in. All right, here's the ball set. Is a handoff to A-Chain, and that's going to be 3 more yards. So A-Chain now 17 carries, 81 yards. Another timeout for Tampa Bay. That is their last final timeout. So all Miami has to do, pick up another 1st down, and the game is over, guys. The game is over. So far, total yards, believe it or not, 304 for Tampa Bay, 297 for the Dolphins. Turnover, that's the key right there. 3 turnovers for Tampa. 1st down, Tampa has 17, Miami has 13. Flags, that's what's hurting the Dolphins, 962 to 547. 3rd down conversion, we're 4 for 11. They are 6 for 13. On 4th down, they're 2 for 2. We haven't convert one yet. Thank you for the hearts. And red zone, we're 1 for 3. They're 1 for 2. Time of possession, they have 31 minutes and we have 26 minutes. But we could just go ahead here and make it a game here. Here's A-Chain to the right side for 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from Tampa 40-yard line. So I guess they'll run the clock off with 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5. If they can get this first down, guys, it's over. The game is over. If you look back at this game, the blocked field goal, the 3 interception by the defense. That's why Miami's up 20-10 with 2:53 remaining. Here's my League of Washington 1 yard for 4th and 5, and that is the 2-minute warning. So they probably go for a field goal here. Who knows? So that's it. 2-minute warning. 4th and 4 for the Dolphins. Seattle just scored, so Seattle's going to beat Carolina. They just scored a touchdown. 26-10. Waiting for the extra point. By the way, Cleveland just scored a field goal, so it's 13-6 with 140 remaining. So all Pittsburgh do is tie the game up. So 4th and 4 with 39 seconds left. 2-minute warning, no timeout. So it's now 27-10, Seattle over Carolina Panthers. Close game, but hey, things happen, guys. Things happen. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. 2-minute warning. Boy, that Pittsburgh and Cleveland, what a game. That's a heck of a game. Wow, that's a heck of a game. So waiting for the 2-minute warning. Dolphins might go for the field goal. If they go for the field goal, that'd be great. If they don't go for the field goal, Tampa Bay will get the ball back with 2 minutes left with no timeout. So it's still a 2-game possession regardless. So yeah. Yeah, he had a decent game. I mean, the defense won that Aquavale. The defense really 3 turnovers, 1 blocked field goal. I mean, the defense, special teams. I mean, they did a good job. Quinn Ewers, he's looking good. He is looking good. He's looking very comfortable. The only thing he needs more time to his receiver. I said that last week. That'd be nice if we get the field goal here or get the touchdown. I'd rather have a touchdown or get the first down. The game is over. So we decide to punt the ball down at the Tampa Bay 9-yard line. So we punt it. They get the ball at the 9-yard line of Tampa Bay. So let's see what the Dolphin defense could do. Boy, Pittsburgh's right there with 22 seconds. 2nd and goal at the Cleveland 7-yard line. Wow, that's a good game. Can Pittsburgh tie it up? Or Pittsburgh's going to have to wait to face Baltimore in the last regular season game. Wow. 2nd and goal at the, actually 3rd and goal at the Cleveland 7 now with 20-something seconds. All right, here's making a short pass, and wow, 59 yards. All the way down to the Miami 32-yard line. Wow. What happened there? All right, 1st and 10 at the Miami 19-yard line. Wow, 1st and 10 in the Miami 19-yard line. They had the ball at their own 9-yard line. The guy went 59 yards. That's going to be a good number for the stats. So 1st and 10 at the Dolphins 19-yard line. What the heck was that for Miami? With 1:19 remaining. Boy, this score here is only a one-game possession. I mean, he just took off. 1st and goal at the Miami 4-yard line. Wow. 1st and goal at the 4. That's what happens when you play prevent defense at the end. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Defensive pass interference. That's not good for Miami. Cleveland just beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6. On 4th and goal, they stopped Roger. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Just like that. They made it a game, guys. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. By the way, Bengals won 37-14 over the Cardinals. That's the only final. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Holy Toledo. The kick is up. It's good. Now we're waiting for the onside kick. What a game in Miami. 20-17. Cleveland beat Pittsburgh 13-6. New England winning 42-10. They're going to win that one. Tennessee down 34-26. Jacks up 20-17. Seattle up 27-10. Cincinnati beating Arizona 37-14. So here's the key of the game here. Onside kick. Oh. Well, here we go. Waiting for the onside kick, guys. This game got interesting already. I think Aquaville, you call it defense too fast, man. All right, 2017 Dolphins. Waiting for the onside kick. 50 seconds left in the game. Carolina lost to Seattle 27-10. And I don't know why we're throwing it here, but the kickoff was picked up by Chain trying to 2nd and 11. Why are you throwing the ball? Can somebody tell me that? Okay, now Quinn Ewers down the ball. That makes sense. Well, Miami recovered the ball, so that's it. It's over. Miami won the game. They're going to down the ball. They got no timeouts remaining. So Miami did recover the onside kick. So Seattle beat Carolina. They're 8-8. And Buccaneers are 7-9. So the 7-9 and 8-8 will face off on the last day of the season. That is your final. Miami winning in ugly fashion, if you want to say that. 20-17. I'm going to give you guys the stats. Baker Mayfield was 33 completions, 44 attempts, 2 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. So he was 33 of 44, 2 TDs, and 2 interceptions. Quinn Ewers finished with 14 of 22, 2 touchdowns, 172 yards. So in the hunt, still Tampa Bay 7-9. So Tampa Bay and Carolina will face the last game, and so will be Pittsburgh and the Ravens. They will face each other for the title. Wow. All right, let me go back with stats. So anyhow, rushing the ball, 83 yards for A-Chain, 18 carries, 83 yards. By the way, A-Chain has not got 100 yards in the last 3 games, if you noticed that. We had Chubbs with 2 sacks, 1 for Hall. Of course, they have more sacks than that. Tackle Jones with 10, 7 for Winfield. Total yards, 380 for Tampa Bay, 298 for the Dolphins. Turnovers, that's the key of the game. 3 turnovers. First down, 21-13. Penalties, here's what killed the Dolphins. 10 for 77, 5 for 45. Third down, 4 for 12. They were 6 for 13. On fourth down, they went 2 for 2. We had no fourth down conversion. Red zone, 2 for 3. We were 1 for 3. 32 minutes of possession, 27-54 for Miami. Once again, the final score for the Dolphins was 20-17. I hope you guys enjoyed this live podcast. And once again, man, thank you so much, all of you guys joining in. Listen, we have New Year's coming up. We have to prepare ourselves, get ready, enjoy the family, be safe and healthy. Once again, thank you so much, those that have joined the chat. Once again, Dolphin victory at home, 20-17. They're now 6-9 for the season. Now they'll head to New England, which I think it should be over in New England. So anyhow, thank you so much. God bless you, and see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up and leave a comment. Fins up, guys.